Hey guys, it's Brandon, aka B.Rich Beauty, aka your beauty best friend. Happy Friday, y'all! Porsha Williams quits her day job, Prince Love from Love and Hip Hop Miami gets arrested, and Britney Spears' daddy is stepping down. Baby, we got a lot to talk about today. You know what to do. Grab your tea, grab your beverage. Let go! Besties, happy Friday, and thank God it's Friday. How you doing out there, sugar? We're at the end of another week. Was it productive for you? Was it good to you? And what you got planned for the weekend? Anything good? Y'all know it's Miami, so I got some people in town, child. I can't wait to hang out with them this weekend. As a side note, though, it is all the way gray and windy and raining outside, so I apologize if y'all hear all the nature coming down outside like a cat on a hot tin roof, but we inside, and I am ready to spill the tea. Y'all got your tea ready? Because it is good today. Let's go. So, there's about 9,000 people that have to now officially be revaccinated because a nurse in Germany swapped out their vaccine and gave them shots of saline instead. So back in April, a German nurse accidentally dropped a vial of vaccine, and instead of reporting it to her supervisors, she made the executive decision just to swap it out with a vial of saline. So you're telling me, sis, these people came to get vaccinated against the Rona, and instead you vaccinated them with clear eyes instead? I cannot. So according to the law enforcement investigation, between March 5th and April 20th, she was giving people saline vaccinations. That's no longer an accident. You dropping one vial and swapping it out with saline is one thing, but you now have a chunk of time that you deliberately gave people saline injection. Lock her up because she has now violated her code of ethic conduct as a medical professional. And according to the investigation, the majority of the people that she gave the vaccine to was over 70. Now, if memory serves me correctly, isn't anybody over 70 considered to be the most vulnerable population? That and along with people with predisposed health concerns. So sis, you is really setting up our elderly out here to catch the Rona with saline vaccinations. So now the cops are checking her motives because apparently on her Facebook page, she was making comments criticizing the vaccine. You don't say. Obviously her motives is spelled out clear as day between her Facebook comments and her deliberately vaccinating people with saline. The motive is clear. But I can't help but think a few things, and I want to share a couple of thoughts with y'all. So for all my non-people of color, this is one of the reasons why Black America does not trust the government vaccinations or any type of government medication. Because when you have examples of this tomfoolery and this hateration and holleration and the dancery that this German nurse pulled, who's to say that other things and these other antics aren't happening here to us Black people? This is the reason why the vaccination rate amongst the Black community is still so low because of tomfoolery like this. That's the first piece. Second of all, I already said it once, but I'm going to say it again. Lock her up. Third of all, how they found out that this woman was injecting these people with saline. Did these people have like saline side effects? Did these people catch the COVID and realize that they didn't have the antibodies in their body anymore? And they're saying there is 9,000 outstanding people. Who's to say there isn't more? How are they going to treat these people and restore the confidence in these people? And granted it's a German nurse, so I'm assuming, there's not a lot of Black people or people of color in Germany. But again, this ain't right. So what y'all plan on doing over there in Germany to restore the faith in the public healthcare system? And don't get any ideas for the folks here in the United States either. Because I already told y'all, we don't trust the government already when it comes to stuff like this. Let's keep it cute and above board. But again, 9,000 people being injected with saline? Well, child, I hope they stayed hydrated and walked around with, no dry eyes and clear white eyes. I know, you got to make a joke out of these things because people are out here crazy. But I wanted to share that with y'all. Let's move on. So Porsha Williams from Real Housewives of Atlanta has officially made an announcement that she will be quitting her day job at Dish Nation. In a very lengthy Instagram post, child, she announced that she was going to be leaving. She thanks the producers, she thanks the crew, she thanks the audience, she thanked Ricky Smiley, everybody else, child, for her almost 10 years on the radio with them. I can't believe it's been that long. Now, y'all know I got a few questions, though, now that Porsha is quitting her day job. You've been on Dish Nation this long, dishing up the dish, child. Why you just now quitting? Does it have anything to do with your new fiance, Simon? Has he convinced you to give up one of your jobs? And don't get me wrong, Dish Nation was a job. We also know Porsha has her hair care company and her satin sheets, her sheet company, everything else, along with Real Housewives of Atlanta. But Porsha, why are you giving up this job though, girl? Because it was a steady paycheck for you. And I can't help but think, you know, obviously Porsha has this limited edition special that she's taping. I can't help but think that this might also be her final season of Real Housewives of Atlanta if she comes back for season 14. Just because I don't feel like she wants her relationship broadcast all over reality TV like this, especially with Simon and all the fallout she got dating Simon. Not to mention, I feel like Simon really doesn't even want her on reality TV because Simon did not seem that interested in being a part of the show when Fallon was on. So is all this because of Simon and you trying to keep a happy home, girl? But you know, I gotta give it to Porsha. After that long, lengthy Instagram post, she signed off by saying, pursuing Porsha. Really, sis, that's what we doing these days? Pursuing Porsha? Sounds like a little bit of a TV show to me, but it has a cute little ring to it. Let me find out. I need to have a cute little sign off saying when I write letters, becoming B.Rich. You know what? That actually has a ring to it. Becoming B.Rich. Thank you for watching. Becoming B.Rich. Thank you for your donation. Becoming B.Rich. Thank you for this opportunity. Becoming B.Rich. I don't know. But what do you guys think about Porsha leaving Dish Nation? Are we going to be upset to see her go? And on top of that, do you think she's going to eventually leave Real Housewives of Atlanta now that she's dating Simon? You know, all these great questions because the cast still has yet to be confirmed, by the way. So we shall see. But are y'all know I don't live in Atlanta, so I don't listen to Dish Nation enough to listen to Porsha. So all my ATL folks, all the people that listen to Dish Nation, y'all gonna miss Porsha Williams on the radio? Let me know. Do y'all watch Love and Hip Hop Miami? I'm gonna let y'all know I don't. I actually don't watch any of the Love and Hip Hop franchises. But baby, I can't not talk about this Love and Hip Hop Miami Prince Love, who just recently was arrested for domestic violence and kidnapping. Ciao. Well, the story goes, this 31-year-old ex-reality star girlfriend was returning some of his personal property, a pair of shoes, and the word on the curb and the word she said is that she tossed the shoes to him and he threw her down to the ground, punched her in the face. Sir, how are you laying hands on somebody? And when she got ready to leave, he snatched her back in and would not let her leave. I didn't realize that was considered kidnapping. You know, I guess I watched a little bit too much Law and Order and I expect kidnapping to be in somebody's dungeon basement or in, you know, a dugout in the backyard, in the backwoods under some leaves, child. But apparently she said, let me go. He said no, and now it's qualified as kidnapping. But my thing is, sir, you're like a $105 wet. How you trying to kidnap somebody and hold somebody against their will? That's the first piece. And you over here laying hands on folks. What's up with all this pent up emotion? So much so that you gotta punch somebody in their face because they tossed a pair of shoes at you. Sir, gain your property back and let the person move on because she, quiet as it's kept, she was better than me giving it back. I would have tossed it in a trash can, gave it to the homeless man, or caught it on fire in ode of the spirit of a bonfire, okay? So now he's in jail. He is trying to get out on bond, and this man is in a whole orange jumpsuit trying to fight for his life. Well, you at least try to fight for some things, because he's not an ugly man, honey, and he in jail. But what gets me is his publicist released a statement. It's right here. Did anybody spell check this statement before you guys released it? Because to me, and I'm no English major, but there's a little bit of a subject-verb disagreement happening all up and through here. Actually, it's a subject-verb conjunction function fight in this whole PR statement. In addition, my 6-year-old cousin could have wrote a better PR statement. I mean, I appreciate that you got a PR statement because we all know the baby didn't have a good old PR statement. But if you're going to get a PR statement, sir, get PR'd for you, at least make it make sense and not seem so disorganized. Maybe this was a cousin who's acting as his PR person. I don't know, but I would have expected a better PR statement if you want to release a statement, sir. But nonetheless, good luck Prince Love. Hope you get out, sir. And female, whoever she was, make sure you get your money because he hit you, honey, and he damaged something, I'm sure. Let's move on. Well, it's been a battle. Hashtag free Britney and all the Britney Spears warriors. Y'all did it. It has been recently announced that Britney's father, Jamie Spears, is officially stepping down as her sole conservator. Baby, this has been a fight, and we've been talking about it. Between her fan base over here signing petitions, between Britney going to the court and laying out her soul on the floor of the courtroom and for the stenographer to capture, she has been fighting for her conservatorship and for her life. And now her dad says it is not worth it. I'm going to step aside, even though this is unjustifiable, and so forth and so on. But what gets me is his lawyer is saying that he has suffered unjustifiable attacks to his character and everything else, and that he now realized that this public battle is not worth it between him and his daughter, and that he loves his daughter. Sir, you're just now realizing that this public battle between you and your daughter is not worth it when she's been running around here for the last couple of years in her best and finest Ellie Mae Clampett outfit, wearing the same eyeliner from I'm a Slave for You video, blinking 2 times, wearing yellow on Thursday and dancing in slow motion in her house. Now you believe that this public battle is not in the best interest of her? And word on the curb was that Jamie was paying himself more than he was paying Britney each month. So you're telling me you now came to the conclusion that you needed to take your daughter's best interest in heart? Get out of here. Because what it sounds like to me is between Britney spilling all the beans and everything else coming out, there was about to be more stuff that was going to come to light about how he was possibly allegedly mistreating her. So he is trying to get in front of it and step aside. So the good news is he said that he is stepping aside. Obviously, I love my daughter, blah, blah, blah. And he's going to help to transition the reign of power over to whoever is going to be the new conservator to make sure it's smooth and safe for her. And I can't help but also give a little bit of a side eye because he also tried to throw her mother under the bus, saying that Britney barely has a relationship with her mother, but yet Britney was still paying for her mother's lifestyle, like her home, her utilities, all of those things, about $200,000 plus a month to maintain her mom's home and lifestyle. Sir, you've been over here siphoning off your daughter for years. You mad that the mom was getting her mortgage paid? I need both parents to sit aside and allow Britney to be free. Now, a few words for you, Britney. Now that you got rid of your father, please don't make us regret going so hard in terms of you gaining your freedom. Choose wisely, stay healthy, choose people that are going to be able to protect you and keep you safe. And on top of that, in the final words, in the words of RuPaul's Sugar, don't F it up. Good luck, Britney, because we're rooting for you. Decide to make new music if you want to, because your fans out here wanting to hear you make new music. So be safe, girl, and good luck. Child, you know I gotta talk reality real quick, and I've been doing it on Mondays, but I cannot not talk about the finale of BET Presents the Encore. So on Monday, I'm gonna talk about Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Love and Marriage Huntsville, and Real Housewives of Potomac by myself. Jeremy McShane won't be joining us on Monday live at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Ding, because he's on vacation. But baby, we gotta talk about the finale of BET Presents the Encore. Did y'all catch it? Listen, first of all, they had no clothes. Then the rehearsal had me nervous. Them dancing in these office break room metal chairs, scraping it across the stage, made me feel like nails on a chalkboard. I just knew that that wasn't gonna go great. But what happened to the stylist BET hired? He pulled no clothes for them. They got nothing. The twins had to call in their own stylist. And you know what? No tea, no shade, high key, low key, middle key. The stylist came through with pieces that at least allowed them to match Forever 21's finest pieces. No shade to Forever 21 because I like Forever 21. But baby, at least they went on stage matching. Then I looked at the amphitheater. I had to remind myself, yes, this is COVID. So obviously the amphitheater was not packed. But who they sell these tickets to? Because anybody knew that, Blueprint was performing. On top of that, it wasn't just me, but they struggled with the dance moves and the choreography. And I feel like a lot of it had to do because obviously they learned it in the last hour. They went from 9 to 5 people, and they had all these changes happen during the course of this series. But the songs actually came together, and I can't help but think they were lip syncing most of those songs. We want to hear live vocals, but I think they sang live for Pam's song and the Say Something song as well. Not to mention, I didn't realize how pretty Shamari's voice is. And Shamari has a gorgeous voice. Now, also, let's keep it real. This was a cherished concert featuring Pam, Keely, and Shamari because the twins stepped up. They wrote these songs. They had the choreography down, and their vocals sounded great live and lip sync as well. Now, what got me though was they had this great old concert. They did their big old toast backstage. They're on their party bus, and then fast forward as the credits are running, BET flashes us with the screen that says Pamela Long left the group. And I got a little nervous. I was like, Pam left the group? They had such a good time together. They sounded so good. Did somebody touch Pam's knee, elbow, or give her a hug, and she felt uncomfortable that she had to leave? And then it says she left the group to pursue a gospel career. Pam, you knew you wanted that gospel career from the moment you signed up for this show, and I get it. She used this show. She sat back quiet. She gave her gospel song and these vocals to launch her gospel career because no one knew where Pamela was prior to this show. And now it makes sense why Pam is not on the cover of this album. They probably photoshopped her out once she made that decision, which I still think is a little shady. Pam, you could have been on the cover of this album even though you left the group. I don't know. But you gotta love the internet because they photoshopped Pam in. But what were your thoughts here for the actual show for BET, the Encore? Did you guys like it outside of the fighting, the whining, and the drinking? What I also want to know is, do we want to see this show come back for a season 2 with all men? Carlos King, are you giving us a season 2 with all the male black men group artists coming together all in one house? Is somebody going to be the creative director too, and y'all going to have all 8 other voices there as well? Because what I know for sure is men are just as petty as female, and this makes for great television, okay? Y'all let me know if y'all want a season 2 for this. And on that note, guys, I got to go. You know what to do. Subscribe to the channel if you like this video if you like, and leave me a comment. Side note, I've been hearing that everybody's not receiving the notifications for new videos. So if you have the notifications turned on, Beauty Besties, turn it off and turn it back on to make sure you're receiving the notifications, okay? And on that note, who loves you? I do. See you on Monday. Bye.